morning.
Good morning.
It's a great day in Lubbock, Texas. Thank you for joining us at the Lubbock Police Department South Patrol Division ribbon cutting. We broke ground on this property on a rather chilly day in February of 2020. Is that right?
That's right.
That's right, yeah. Seems like a time warp. And it's a great day to celebrate the opening of this facility. Once we cut this ribbon, we'll have opened 2 of our 3 police patrol division stations and plan to do the 3rd one next month. Community policing is a proactive effort to help enhance public safety, which is job 1 for the Lubbock City Council, and to create an even better relationship between the men and women that wear blue in the uniform and our citizens. These police patrol divisions, as well as the new police headquarters downtown, which is actually well underway, are major investments in our law enforcement efforts. And I know I speak for the council in this regard. I think we're all very excited about these enhancements and investments. We're today thankful that we're joined by some of our regional law enforcement partners. We have representatives from the district attorney's office, I believe we have representatives from Congressman Arrington's office, Senator Cruz's office, and I think representatives from some of our delegation from Austin who, Senator Perry and Representatives Frulo and Burrows still toil down there in what's been a non-ending year in Austin. We also today are glad to be joined by our neighbors just to the north. I saw Superintendent Keith Bryant and a number of members of his team from Lubbock Cooper ISD, and we're glad to be right here by you guys. I was told there were going to be cookies here today that they were going to bring, but now I understand they're coming later. So if you guys will call me and let me know when they're here, I like cookies. But I like my chocolate chips. I like them, not overly done, a little bit doughy. If I were to have if you were to want to. I want to also recognize the folks from Lee Lewis Construction. I saw Ryan here, a number of members of the Lee Lewis team. MWM Architects, Stephen Falk is here. Also, Dewberry Architects help in that project. They've worked hard to complete this beautiful building and the landscaping, which looks good. From the city, I want to recognize our city manager, Jared Atkinson, City Secretary Becky Garza, and City Attorney Chad Weaver, as well as a number of members of our senior staff. I think it's also important to thank our facilities group at the city. Wes Everett, Darren Dinsford, and their team. Not only did they get this thing built, they're here today helping make sure this goes off without a hitch. And then I'm thankful for our facilities committee, our council facilities committee. When I asked these folks to serve on this committee, I don't think they realized how much work there was going to be involved over the last 5 years. But Steve and Luttrell and Jeff, I appreciate your hard work. They're filling in the blank for me over there. I can't pause without, I'm pausing for effect, and they're trying to tell me, I guess I'll also better, while I'm at it, recognize Ms. Patterson Harris, Mr. Christian, who are here today too. Mr. Chinas is not with us today. He will be with us for our council meeting a little bit later. He had a conflict this morning. Finally, I'm just thankful for the men and women of the Lubbock Police Department for what you do every day. Not only your dedication to enforcing the laws, but preserving the peace, but making Lubbock a safer place for all of us. I was really encouraged yesterday when I saw the press piece that the chief did with Star Care yesterday morning, and talked about the way we continue to try to change the way we respond in our community, and we're seeing some really good results. And I'm thankful for you guys for your willingness to stay up with the times and realize that wearing a badge is a little different today than it was even 5 years ago. And so thank you for what you do. Finally, we've got a number of community partners here today, and thank you guys for being here. Some of our social service agencies, our business partners from around the community. Chief Fogerson, I see him in the back there. It's good to have in case we had a problem, I guess the fire department's here, Chief, so that should make everybody feel good. Anyway, with that said, and reminding everybody what a great day it is, I want to invite my colleague, Latrell Joy from the Facilities Committee to come forward and make a few comments. Ms. Joy?
Thank you, Mayor. This is the second ribbon cutting for the patrol divisions. We cut the first one in August over in the east with Ms. Patterson Harris. Got her fingers up over here. In 2012, the council spent a lot of time trying to find a location for the police department. It was apparent and obvious at that time that our current facility needed to be either replaced or we needed to build a new one. And so we spent a lot of time doing that. And during the course of that conversation, I mentioned what we called substations. It didn't go over very well. And so it took a number of years for us to realize that community policing was the way we needed to go, that we needed to be in the community where the police officers would know their neighbors and the facility would be accessible to everyone. So that's kind of how we got here. We went to Austin. We looked at some facilities. They were doing community policing. They were doing some patrol divisions. And they were coupling together patrol divisions with fire stations, which this location will have a fire station right next to it, right, Chief? So what better way for a community to grow and to be safe than to have a patrol division and a fire station in this location? We needed to do this for our men and women in blue. They deserve better facilities. They deserve to be in a place where they feel good and can do their jobs. As you came out here, if you haven't been out here in a while, I bet you just realized that this area is growing at a phenomenal rate. And we're providing the citizens here with the law enforcement that they need. As a member of the Facilities Planning Committee, I'm proud of what the City of Lubbock has achieved and built to enhance public safety. On a personal note, the North Division Patrol will be opened. Right now, we've got it set for November the 1st, which is only about a couple of weeks or so from now. So at that time, we will have completed all of the patrol divisions, starting with the east, this one in the south, and the one in my district, 6, in the north. Thanks to everyone for being here on this special occasion. And at this time, allow me to introduce my colleague, who is the chairman of the Facilities Committee. He is the Mayor Pro Tem and the council representative for this area, District 4, Steve Massengale.
Thank you, Ms. Joy. 2 down, 1 to go. I'll steal from the mayor. It's an exciting day in Lubbock, Texas. I want to echo all the comments that have been made today. I especially want to thank Thomas Paine. I think I just saw him walk up. Oh, he's right behind me. You know, Mr. Paine donated the land for this facility, and the day I called him and presented him with the concept, I think he thought I was a little crazy, but he's obviously bought into it because, as Ms. Joy noted, we'll soon have a new fire station adjacent to this property, and Mr. Paine's generosity didn't end with this facility. He also helped us with the land for that one. So Thomas, thank you very much. And I can't think of a better way to build stronger communities than start with fire and police presence in a neighborhood. And I don't think I have to school anyone here on our community policing initiative, because I think we all understand, we all support it, and we all look forward to it. I'm also proud to live in a city that still believes in neighborhoods, that we seek out our neighbors to get to know them, we help our neighbors, we see them at the park. My good friend John that I see on my runs every day is here. I'm so glad to see him, but that's what we're about in Lubbock, Texas. And today you've got new neighbors moving in. And I encourage you to come by and get to know the men and women that will run this patrol division station. And they look forward to getting to know you. We will all play a role in preventing crime in our community. If you see something, say something. If you have a concern, you've got a door right there to visit with somebody about. And I think that's important. I'm also proud to live in a community that we support our men and women in blue. I'm also proud to serve on a council that has not only made unprecedented investment in facilities in our community for our police department, but in this recent budget that we just approved, we invested in our people as well. It takes all of us to keep our community safe. I encourage everyone to spend some time in the facility. If you can't do it today, come back and visit. Every patrol division station has a community room in it. You have a neighborhood association, you have a community group who wants to have a meeting, you want to get closer to the police department, we've got a place for you to do it right here. So again, thank you all for being here. Thanks to everyone who's participated in the success of this project. And with that, I'll turn the mic over to our Police Chief, Floyd Mitchell.
Good morning and welcome to South Patrol Division. What a West Texas day we're having today. A little wind, a little dirt, lawnmower over in the background, road grader going by. Typical West Texas, isn't it? Progress. I get to introduce the man that will lead the officers that will call South Patrol Division their new home. Deputy Chief John Tutino is homegrown, born and raised right here in Lubbock, Texas. John entered the Lubbock Police Academy in 2005 and graduated as the recruit class valedictorian. In July of 2009, he promoted to the rank of corporal and worked in the Special Operations Division as an undercover officer. Over the next several years, John honed his craft, working numerous assignments while promoting through the ranks. John promoted to sergeant in 2012, lieutenant in 2016, and captain in 2019. He has held supervisory and command positions in the Administration Bureau, Criminal Investigations Division, Special Operations Division, Office of Professional Standards, and the Patrol Bureau. John holds a bachelor's degree from Wayland Baptist University and is a certified master police officer in the state of Texas. He is a graduate of Leadership Lubbock and has attended and graduated from the prestigious FBI National Academy. John has been married to his wife Leslie for 12 years and they have 2 children, a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old. John's parents, Alan and Gail Tutino, are here with us to encourage their son in his new mission. South Patrol Division, you too are getting a good man, a well-trained, experienced, and highly ethical leader. It is my honor to introduce the new South Patrol Division Commander, Deputy Chief John Tutino.
Thank you, Chief. Good morning, everybody. Thank you all for coming. This is a very exciting day. I have to begin by thanking our elected officials and city leaders for their unwavering commitment to public safety in Lubbock, Texas. This facility and the entire Public Safety Improvements Project would not be possible without their support. I'd also like to thank the citizens of Lubbock for the grace and generosity they show our department on a daily basis. We are truly fortunate to be able to police in such a benevolent community. It's an honor to represent the 96 men and women, both sworn and civilian, who will work out of this facility day and night, rain or shine, to ensure the citizens of South Lubbock are able to live, work, and play in a safe environment. They each exemplify the values of the Lubbock Police Department: service, accountability, integrity, and leadership. They are the unsung heroes and deserve to be recognized. This is the second of 3 Patrol Division stations that will open this year. Each one is a physical embodiment of the LPD's continued commitment to community-oriented policing. Although the LPD adopted the community policing model long ago, these facilities will bolster those efforts, increasing transparency and accountability, all while making us more accessible to the communities we serve. Successful community policing requires the formation of meaningful relationships between citizens and officers. These relationships facilitate open and honest communication and cooperation. The South Division team is committed to getting to know our neighbors and identifying the areas where collaborative efforts will produce the best results. South Lubbock holds a special place in my heart. This is where I was born and raised. This is where my wife and I have chosen to live and raise our 2 young children. Needless to say, I am personally invested in ensuring delivery of the highest quality police services and providing an environment both free of crime and the fear of crime for the citizens of South Lubbock. And my team and I are excited to get to work. Now I'd like to invite Mr. Thomas Paine to the podium to say a few words.
Today is a special day. I'll have to have a discussion with Apple later. They put this in my calendar for tomorrow, so it almost was not as special for me today. Jessica, thank you for calling me. Some days we get answers to the question of why we're here. And they're special times. A dear friend of mine calls those days winks from God. It was a special day for me when I was approached about a location for the South Police Station. And first I want to say thank you to all of the City Council and the Mayor, the City Manager, for giving me the opportunity to give this land to the city for this purpose. It will always hold a special place in my heart. So much so that I think it has been explained that we've been able to add to that shortly, and I really look forward to the day when we'll be able to come here and have a city fire station adjacent to the police station. It's something I always have, in my mind, envisioned as a great collaboration, and we have great collaboration now between our police and fire people. I also want to say thanks to Chief Floyd Mitchell. He's been a great friend in this process, and I really look forward to working with all of the police that will be here. Hope everyone will join me in praying for their safety every day. These are difficult times. We all tend to get a little testy sometimes, and I can't remember a time I've been asked to visit with one of our policemen on the side of the road where I've greeted them with, "It's nice to see you today." And I don't know if I'm going to get all the way there, but we all need to try to be graceful in dealing with them. They have a job to do, and it's one of the most difficult jobs on the planet. I can't imagine the stress that's involved in being a policeman today, and we all need to support them in every way we can, including praying for them every day. Thank y'all all for being here, and thanks again for the opportunity to participate in this.
Thank you, Mr. Paine, and again, thank you for what you've done for the city of Lubbock and this community. Okay, it's ribbon cutting time. Where are we cutting the ribbon? Right over here. So again, thank you for coming. Please avail yourself of the facility. We're excited to show it off, and let's cut the ribbon. So everybody up here behind us, let's move over this direction to cut the ribbon.